Hello, friends. I'm welcoming you all to a new lesson in STP Mathematics 3A book. New lesson in STP Mathematics 3A book. Let's begin with the first lesson. The first lesson is making sure of arithmetic. Let me write the topic. Making sure of arithmetic. In here, first we are going to talk about names for numbers. You all know names, right? Names are some things that we use to identify different things. So you have a name. I have a name also. If we take something like a pen has the name pen. We can identify pen by using the name pen. So like that, first we are going to identify numbers with their names. In here, we are talking about four names, four different names. First one is natural numbers. First one is natural numbers. The second one is common fractions. Common fractions. Third one is improper fraction. Fourth one is mixed number. These are the four names we are going to talk about. But let me tell you something first. These numbers we have found it already in the previous grades. Only the names are new. So let me explain the names one by one. First we take natural numbers. What is natural number? We all know how to count. How do we count things? If we say um, I have balls. I have to count balls. How many balls are there? How do we start counting? 1, 2, 3, 4, like 5. I have here 5 balls. And like that, we can count forward. So we are starting in by saying 1. Then we get 2, 3, 4, 5. Like that we can count till very large numbers. Okay. Any number we can count till any number larger than this. There is no limit to counting numbers. Okay. These numbers are called counting numbers. So the numbers we use for counting is the natural numbers. We can write the numbers we use for counting. Okay, now we know what is natural numbers. Starting from 1 till there is no limit to counting numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1000, 1001 or 10,000, 100,000, million, billion. There is no limit to counting numbers. Those are the natural numbers. Okay. Now we know what are natural numbers. Then we can take common fractions. We have seen things like this. Fractions, you know fractions, right? We have seen 1 over 2, 3 over 4, like that. This is half, this is 3 quarters, 3 over 2, 5 over 2. These things are called common fractions. Okay, we have something in up, some number in up, and also down. There is 2 numbers separated by small line. We have up 5, then we have down 2, and these 2 are having names also. Okay, let's take 5 over 2 for example. In the top part and bottom part also have names. Okay, top part is called numerator. This is called numerator. This part is called denominator. This is numerator, the top part. This is denominator, the bottom part. Okay. Now, any number which has these 2 parts separated in a small line, top part and bottom part separated in a small line, is called a common fraction. Okay. Now we can move on to the improper fractions. Okay. Now we know common fractions also. Now we can move on to improper fractions. Improper fraction is a special case of common fractions. So improper fraction also belong to common fractions. You can write it like that. This. Let's take arrow and say belongs. Okay. There is a special condition when we talk about improper fractions. The condition is the numerator should be greater than the denominator. Numerator should be greater than denominator. This is the condition which should be satisfied by fractions to fall under the category of improper fractions. So let's take examples. Now here this number is also a improper fraction because the numerator is greater than denominator. This number is also a improper fraction. This is not an improper fraction because 3 is not greater than 4. So numerator is not greater than denominator. So let me write example for this also. 6 over 4. And let's take these two also. 5 over 2, 3 over 2. Okay. Then we can move on to mixed number. Okay. So when we come to mixed numbers, the name also gives some hint what kind of a number this is. Okay. Mixed. What does it mean by mixed? Mixed means two things have mixed together. Okay. So let's take an example. 1.5. This is a mixed number. We have a natural number and a fraction. This is a natural number. This is a fraction. Okay. So this kind of numbers are called mixed fractions. We can turn improper fraction into mixed numbers. Okay. Let's take 3 over 2. 3 over 2. We can divide 3 by 2. We have 1. 2 times 1 is 2. Then we subtract. We have 1 remaining. Okay. Now this is what we use to write the mixed number. This thing comes to here 1, then this number comes to the top part of the fraction 1 over 2. Then this is like that. Let's take 5 over 2 also. 5 divided by 2. 5 have 2 2's. Okay, there is 2 2's in 5. 2 times 2 is 4. Then we subtract 5, subtract 4 is 1. So then we have this one comes to this one comes to here 2, and this one comes to the top part 1 over this number is 2 times 2 and half. This is the number we when we convert to 5 over 2 into mixed number. So we can convert improper fractions into mixed numbers. Okay. We can then convert it back also. We can convert 2 and half into a mix improper fraction back also. We have to do a simple thing. We have to multiply this 2 and this 2 first. 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 2 is 4. Then we have to add this 1 to that. Okay. Then the bottom part we get that also in the bottom. Okay. Now we have 2 times 2 is 4 plus 1 5. Then we have 5 over 2. That's how we are converting improper fractions into mixed numbers and mixed numbers into improper fractions. You can pause the video anytime and write this down. Let's talk about addition and subtraction of fraction in the next video.